I am Dr. Ketki Ramani, Head of the Human Resource Department, RK University, and your host for the evening. Before we begin, I would like to gently request everyone to make sure that their phones are on the silent mode. We are privileged to have the esteemed presence of the distinguished dignitaries on stage with us. It is with much honor and gratitude on behalf of RK University, we would like to welcome the Excellencies with a Khadi Mala. I would like to request Shri Danish Patel, Executive Vice President, RK University, to welcome Chief Guest Honorable Shri Rajiv Chandrasekharji. I would like to request Shri Mohit Patel, Vice President, RK University, to welcome Shri Arvind Bhai Rayani. Sorry, I am really sorry. Shri Ram Bhai Mokaria, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha. Thank you, sir. I would now like to request Dr. T.R. Desai, Provost, RK University, to welcome Shri Govind Bhai Patel, Member of Gujarat Legislative Assembly. Thank you, sir. I'd like to request Shri Narendra Ramani, Member of Governing Body, to welcome Shri Varun Kumar Baranwal, IAS, and Managing Director, PGVCL. Thank you, sir. I'd like to request Dr. Samir Atara, Registrar, RK University, to welcome Shri Hiranmay Mehta Mahanta, CEO, iHub, Government of Gujarat. Representatives from the Rajkot Information Technology Association, Machine Tools Manufacturers Association, Rajkot Management Association, the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, distinguished delegates from industry and education, representatives from media, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to extend to you all a very warm welcome on behalf of RK University to the New India for Young India, a decade of opportunities. Our guest of honor of the event, Shri Jitubhai Waghani ji, Cabinet Minister of Education, Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat, and Shri Kuber Dindor ji, State Minister and Technical Education and Legislative and Parliamentary Affairs of State, Government of Gujarat, could not remain present due to the visit of Honorable President Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji to Gandhinagar. The event is organized today in association with the K.S. Patel Center for Entrepreneurship, RK University, Digital India, Skill India, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, Education Department, Government of India, Gujarat, iHub, a Gujarat government enterprise, and Startup India under the aegis of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, an initiative of Government of India to commemorate the 75 years of independence. RK University, sponsored by Shri Shamji Harjibhai Talavya Charitable Trust, is the first state private university in the Saurashtra region that offers a range of diploma, undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral programs in the domains of engineering, management, computer applications, pharmacy, physiotherapy, science, and Ayurveda. RK University is the only private university in the Western region to be in the top 200 universities in India as per the NIF ranking of 2022 and 2021 by the Ministry of Education, Government of India, and accredited by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council. RK University is spread over the 100 acres of lush green land well decorated with plants and trees. It is also ranked 4th in the nation in the Swachh Campus ranking by the MHRD Government of India. We are delighted to have intellectual readers of the region. We have innovators and investors, business leaders, reputed associations, academia, and entrepreneurs. We are here today because we believe in the power of entrepreneurship. The basic notion that if you have an idea And if you really work hard, if you stumble a couple of times and you are able to pick yourself up, you eventually turn that idea into a reality. RK University is always at the forefront to provide a platform to young entrepreneurs. This event is specially designed for the startups with support of government, reputed associations, industrialists, and investors to build up the networking ecosystem in the region. The regional startups have been given a chance to showcase their products in the exhibition stalls. I hope you have visited them. I now invite Shri Danish Patel, Executive Vice President, RK University, to share a brief about the RK University and this event. Welcome, sir.
Good evening. A warm welcome to our chief guest, Shri Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji, our guests of honor, Rambhai Mokaria, Shri Govindbhai Patel, PGVCL MD, Shri Varun ji, and Hiranmay Mahanta from iHub. I also warmly welcome the leading reputed associations of the region who are here to sign an MOU and support startups. And I also warmly welcome all the leading industrialists and media person present today. RK University is having a focus on skill development and entrepreneurship to become one of the leading player in this region. And in the last 3 years, I am happy to share that we have trained more than 15,000 students in skills as well as entrepreneurship domain. And this is just the starting, right? कुछ भी नया चीज़ शुरू कर रहे हैं तो सही ट्रेनिंग से शुरुआत हो सकती है. And we are trying to leverage these students to come up with innovative ideas. And I'm happy to share that around 190 student teams have come up with a prototype or a proof of concept in the last 3 years. And with really positive support and policies of the current central government as well as the state government, these teams get the right flexibility in the academic to pursue these projects, get the guidance or facilitating from the industry people as well as academicians, and it is providing funding as well. Gujarat की बात करें तो SSIP and iHub are the leaders in intervening at the right places. At times previously students had that energy and that excitement, but the support in the system was not there. Today it is a golden era for our youngsters to leverage this support when central government as well as state government are providing these type of hand-holding and support in forms of facilitators, labs as well as funding. In the days ahead, I would wish that Rajkot and Saurashtra region, जब हम आज ये event attend कर रहे हैं तो जितने भी academic से हैं, industry से हैं, reputed associations से हैं, अगर हम साथ में मिलके, when government is taking a lead in the area of startup and innovation, if we can become one of the major cogwheels along with government and support our entrepreneurs and innovators, at least of our region, then surely we can come up with a very different identity of Saurashtra and Gujarat. Currently, Gujarat is ranking very well across India. Rather, it has been in the top, as the top state in the innovative index. So why not come together and have good startups coming out of our region? Rajkot is really very well known for manufacturing. So we are trying to focus on supporting startups across India who require support in manufacturing. There are more than 35,000 MSMEs in 5 GIDCs of Rajkot region who can really make the small batch sizes, which is very critical during startups initial phase, right? So I seek the support of all of you leaders to facilitate rather than just mentor the startups and provide them the right guidance at the initial stage when they have the energy and excitement, but that direction would really culminate in something substantial, startups coming out of our region. And I'm sure Rajiv ji, with his experience and exposure, would be able to guide us more how we can work together. Once again, it is my privilege and honor to welcome you all on RK University campus. Thank you.
Truly, as Sir just said, entrepreneurship is a major feature for the current landscape. It has been a driver of economic growth, of job creations, and the source of countless ideas, many of which are successfully translated into the products and services that touch citizens across our country and around the world, saving lives and enhancing the quality of life. Entrepreneurship is more than just an engine of economic growth. It is also a factor that makes communities more vibrant, inclusive, and secure. And no one understands that better than our young people, like those of you who are present here today. We are really honored today that we have presence of a very esteemed guest, Mr. Hiranmay Mahanta. Mr. Mahanta is the CEO of Gujarat's Startup and Innovation, the nodal agency of Government of Gujarat to develop innovation and startup ecosystem in the state. An entrepreneur, he co-founded Techpedia in college to showcase innovations across universities in the public domain in order to build a strong innovation culture.
Thank you so much. The only innovation that I can do is save time because we need to listen Honorable Minister today. So, respected Rajiv Chandrasekharji, Honorable Union Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, who is our chief guest in this program. Rambhai Mokriyaji, who is an entrepreneur and then philanthropist and a wonderful public representative. Gobind Bhai, Barun ji, Managing Director of PGBCL, Dennis Bhai, and the entire team of the university, almost 6-7 industry association, if I could recollect well. I all welcome you on behalf of Government of Gujarat, iHub, and the entire startup ecosystem. It's a privilege for all of us to have Rajiv ji working off very early in the morning, taking a flight from Delhi to Ahmedabad, doing a program in Surendranagar, coming to Rajkot to interact with you. And the best of the innovation probably is today the leadership in this country is having compassion and a vision also. And if that can drive us, and I think the Rajkot ecosystem which all of you are building can take us to a very great level. Two things that I want to highlight here, like Rajiv ji also mentioned today in the morning in the session, there is a dramatic shift between 2014 to 2022 as we stand today. If I go back to 2014, if you look at Global Innovation Index, we used to stand somewhere around 85, 86. And to this year, while I'm talking here 3 days before it got published, we stand around 40. So a significant amount of jump, moving from 85 to 40 in just amount of 8 years is not a small thing. And I was talking to Dr. Mashilkar day before. He used to give an award on Gandhian Engineering and Innovation. He told, all these things is not happening overnight. This is happening because of a lot of people like Rajiv ji and all of us are playing a part in this game. The second important thing is, in 2014, we used to have hardly one unicorn per year. And when I speak here in 2022, we have one unicorn per week. And this has been a significant change. So it is not only the direction of change, but the rate of change is also very important. And I think this is something that this ecosystem is going to get. And the speed of this change can be catalyzed by industry people and the stakeholder beyond academia. Rajkot Management Association, Rajkot Engineering Association, your GIDC representative, all the stakeholders here can literally accelerate that thing. As Rajiv ji mentioned that, government is playing a very vital role in enabling this journey in terms of triggering that change. But the real catalyst is the interface between the industry, civil society, and academia that is going to take forward. I was asking to a couple of our innovator friends, and they used to tell me that, Rajkot is a city, more than 30,000 SMEs and all. And, in a modern world knowledge era, we also look patent as a matrix of knowledge economy movement. And my friends showed me the data, and they told me that one of the very low amount of IP got used to created in this region. I was told that only 2 patent agents used to exist in the entire Saurashtra region before 4 years. Having said that, when I told Dennis Bhai these statistics that how can it be possible you are contributing so much into manufacturing GDP and can we afford only 2 patent agents supporting IP filing? He told ki, forget about how many are there, I will take care of it. I remember 3 years before, and today he was briefing to Honorable Minister that he himself filed 50 patents, 16 published. So that shows a commitment. That shows a commitment that, you know, if 1 or 2 persons, 1 or 2 institutions, 1 or 2 universities start moving, probably we can do a lot of change. And just to inform you, we have 104 universities in the state under the education department, 2,600 institutions, and 2 million youth, and around 60,000 SMEs in the whole state with 24 plus sectoral GIDCs. If we combine these triple helix, I think you can do an amazing stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that short and very elaborate but very informative speech. The Industry Institute Interaction Cell at RK University was developed with the motive to catalyze growth and development of interaction between the universities and the industries. We are delighted to announce the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between RK University and the various associations here today. The MOUs help in reinforcing the industrial institution interaction and the connections. These partnerships, we believe, will lead to many new joint ventures that will produce new synergies and add value in the years ahead. RK University is having more than 161 national and international MOUs with industry and academia. Rajkot is surrounded by, as sir suggested, that 5 big GIDCs with 40,000 plus MSMEs in the sector of machine tools, 500 plus IT industries, ceramic manufacturing industries, and many more. I now request Honorable Shri Rajiv Chandrasekharji to initiate the MOU signing ceremony with Mr. Ronak Rayani, President of the Rajkot Information Technology Association, and Mr. Jaideep Nandani, Chairman. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. I now request Shri Hiranmay Mahanta, sir, to share the signing ceremony with the Machine Tool Manufacturers Association, Rajkot, Mr. Yogin Chanaria, President, and Tejas Dokadia, Secretary. Next up, I would like to request the Rajkot Management Association, Dr. Kalpit Sanghvi, President, and Mr. Harshit Shah, Secretary, to come up on stage. Thank you, sir. I would now request CA Jignesh Rathod, Chairman, and CA Bhavin Doshi, Vice Chairman of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, to come up on stage. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. PGPCL is very active in supporting startups related to the energy sector. It is publishing a booklet related to the activities and initiatives for the startups. I invite Rajiv sir and Varun Kumar Banwal sir and the Managing Director of PGPCL to launch the booklet. Thank you, everyone. RK University is the nodal center to facilitate startups, innovations, and incubation support through a unique scheme of Government of Gujarat to promote enterprise development in Saurashtra region. Startup Innovation Scheme launched by the Industries Commissionerate, Department of Industries and Mine, Government of Gujarat, Gandhinagar. It intends to provide financial assistance for innovative projects, ideas that have potential for becoming a marketable product. RK University stood in the excellent band and in amongst the top 50 private universities in India, the Atal ranking of institution on innovation achievements published by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Currently, we have 62 startups that have registered under the K.S. Patel Center for Entrepreneurship, Incubation Center established at RK University. We are pleased to felicitate 3 of such startups that have been incubatees at RK University and have received the seed fund. Along with this, we are equally excited to felicitate 2 of the RK University student projects which have received funding for the proof of concept under the Student Startup Innovation Policy, Government of Gujarat. These projects have also applied for patents thereof. I again respectfully request Honorable Shri Rajiv Chandrasekharji to felicitate the 3 startups. I invite on stage Mr. Ravi Pedaria of Jal Clean Flow LLP, which received a grant of 17.4 lakhs rupees as seed support under the Startup Gujarat scheme. Yeah, 17.4 lakh as a seed support. Thank you. Next, I invite on stage Ms. Poonam Togadia of Conduct Exam LLP, which has received a grant of 15 lakh rupees as seed support under the Startups Gujarat scheme. Thank you, everyone. I invite on stage Dr. Alpesh Nashid from Aksh Ceramics, which received a grant of 5 lakh rupees as seed support under the Startup Gujarat scheme. Many congratulations. I would now like to request and invite on stage Mr. Jaideep Dodia. He is the student of RK University who has developed many innovative prototypes. Mr. Dodia received a grant of rupees 1.2 lakh for the Student Startup Innovation Policy. Next, I invite on stage Mr. Shailesh Gupta, a student of RK University, who developed an innovative project for the design and development of smart irrigation and received a grant of rupees 69,000 from the Student Startup Innovation Policy. Thank you, everyone, and many congratulations. We are highly honored that Honorable Shri Rajiv Chandrasekharji is amongst us today. We are indeed grateful to Sir for graciously and readily accepting our invitation. Sir is a member of Union Council of Ministers of Narendra Modi ji's government in India. Sir holds twin responsibilities as Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship in this country. A tech native, Sir has a bachelor's in electrical engineering with a master's in computer science from the Illinois Institute of Technology, Chicago. He started his engineering career in the United States working on microprocessors, compilers, and Unix operating systems at Intel. In the early 1990s, he returned to India to begin his entrepreneurial journey, setting up one of India's earliest mobile cellular network, BPL Mobile, which became a unicorn even before the word unicorn was coined. Sir successfully exited BPL Mobile to Hutchinson's, now known as Vodafone, in 2005. With an experience of over 3 decades in technology, he is considered to be one of the leading minds on technology in India. In 2006, Sir committed himself to long-term public service. A 3-term parliamentarian, he started his political career as a member of parliament in 2006, campaigning for a variety of public interest and economic growth issues, including exposing the 2G spectrum allocation scheme in the telecom sector and advocating rules-based open internet, data privacy, and interoperability. Since 2014, prior to becoming minister, Sir was a member of many important parliamentary committees, including finance and technology, amongst the others. Currently, Sir is executing the Indian government's mission for building $1 trillion tech economy in India by 2025-26, and also working towards making India a global skill hub. It is my utmost honor to invite Shri Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji on the dais to address the congregation and inspire young entrepreneurs.
मेरे राज्यसभा में मेरे मित्र and close friend Rambhai Mukaria ji, Govind Bhai Patel ji, and our hosts for this evening, Danish and Mohit Patel ji. Of course, my colleague and friend and comrade in arms for a few months now, Mahanta ji, Varun from PGVCL, and ladies and gentlemen, आपने मुझे यहाँ welcome किया उसके लिए बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you. नमस्कार. ये एक संवाद का फॉर्मेट था तो मैं ज़्यादा नहीं बोलूँगा. आई नो आप सोचते हैं कि दिल्ली से आया हुआ एक पॉलिटिशियन है, कुछ ज़्यादा ही बोलेगा. आई विल ट्राई एंड restrict my talks and thoughts to some key elements, and then I'll be happy to have a discussion with you about your ideas and your suggestions and your inputs. मेरा मकसद, मेरा goal objective since July 7, 2021, जब मुझे ये एक opportunity मिला to serve in our leader Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's Council of Ministers, was to take to every corner of this country this message of new India for young India and a decade of opportunities. काफ़ी सारे लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं कि ये न्यू इंडिया क्या चीज़ है, डेकेड क्या चीज़ है, तो मैं अब पहले तो आपको 5 मिनट में वो एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा. What is new India and why are we using this phrase new India? Politicians usually use new phrases, ये है वो है, लेकिन आप जरा थोड़ा if you just think about it, from 2014 to today, हमारे देश के बारे में जो कन्वेंशनल नैरेटिव होता था सालों से, दशकों से, उसको हमने बदल दिया है. ये क्या था नैरेटिव, ये मुझे यहाँ पर आपके सामने रखना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि तभी आपको स्पष्ट होगा कि ये न्यू इंडिया क्या है. प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी का ये न्यू इंडिया का विजन का क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है. आई एम अ प्रोडक्ट, as I'm sure many of you here are, of the 90s. I began my entrepreneurial career in around that time. And the narrative around for India for the most part of our independence was, मैं 3 narrative लूँगा just to explain, क्योंकि यहाँ पे एक business community भी है and you will relate to this. पहला नैरेटिव ये होता था कि इंडिया इज़ अ ग्रेट कंट्री, लार्ज कंट्री, बहुत सारे लोग हैं, बट इसका सिस्टम बड़ा डिसफंक्शनल है. ये सालों से, दशकों से सिस्टम डिसफंक्शनैलिटी का एक इम्पॉर्टेंट नमूना ये था कि 1985 में हम तब का प्राइम मिनिस्टर राजीव गांधी फेमसली सेड, 100 रुपये निकलते हैं दिल्ली से और बेनिफिशियरी या सिटीजन के पास पहुंचते हैं 10 या 15 रुपये. और ये एक टेकन फॉर ग्रांटेड एट्रीब्यूट था इंडिया के बारे में, इंडियन गवर्नेंस के बारे में, इंडियन डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में, कि दैट इट इज़ लीकी, इट इज़ अनरेस्पॉन्सिव, इट इज़ अनएम्पैथेटिक, and it is corrupt. And this was a narrative that held good for whole of 60 years. So much so that our northern neighbor China, in the late 90s and the early 2000s, I don't know how many of you have read this, काफी सारे papers they published कि Asian large countries cannot afford democracy. And the corollary of it was कि democracies will never deliver for large Asian countries. और उनका कहना था कि मार्क्सिज्म, अथॉरिटेरियनिज्म ही चलेगा और लोगों की भलाई तब होगा जब एक अथॉरिटेरियन रजीम हो. ये और उसके उनके थियरीज को डिस्प्यूट करने के लिए भारत was the example, shining example of how they were almost true. What has happened after 14? आज के दिन जब 100 रुपए निकलते हैं दिल्ली से, 100 रुपए निकलते हैं और पहुंचते हैं बेनिफिशियरीज के अकाउंट पर, डायरेक्टली, रेस्पॉन्सिवली, इमीडिएटली एंड विदाउट एनी लीकेज. दिस इज दी how the narrative has been changed. I am telling you about New India, so I'll keep telling you these points. Then you will register. It will register. दूसरा, India great country, great people, बहुत सारे युवा हैं, लेकिन opportunities were always concentrated for a few. ये क्यों? मैंने 2010 में पार्लियामेंट में एक डॉक्यूमेंट I produced कि भारत के बैंकिंग सिस्टम, फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर के नेटवर्थ, 97% नेटवर्थ was cornered by 9 groups in the country. क्या नंबर? 97% net worth of the banking system cornered by 9 groups. तो फिर अगर मैं और आप, हमारे पास आइडियाज हैं, अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, लेकिन कैपिटल was not available. Now what has happened in 2022? 75,000 startups, 102 unicorns which are more than $1 billion. उनका ना कोई माई बाप, उनका ना तो लास्ट नेम, उनका ना कोई फेमस फादर, ना कोई पॉलिटिकल कनेक्शन, लेकिन बन गए बिलियनर. यह है न्यू इंडिया. तीसरा, सालों से, दशकों से, और मैं फौजी का बैठा हूं, so I can speak to with some credibility on this. इंडिया का ग्रोथ एंड इंडिया का सिचुएशन, इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशन वाज ऑलवेज लेफ्ट टू सेइंग सरकार के पास कभी पैसा नहीं होगा, हमारे पास कोई डिफेंस के मॉडर्नाइजेशन के लिए कभी पैसा नहीं होगा, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मॉडर्नाइजेशन के लिए पैसा कभी नहीं होगा, बस 4% 5% ग्रोथ भगवान के नाम चलते रहेंगे. क्यों? टैक्स जीडीपी रेशियो वाज द लोएस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड, tax leakage was the lowest in the world, tax compliance was the lowest in the world, indirect taxation was leaky. और आज क्या हो रहा है 2022 में? पहली बार since independence tax collections are 25% above target. ये कभी हुआ नहीं है देश में. भारत सरकार is spending 7.5 lakh crores on infrastructure development in the country. कभी नहीं हुआ ये. तो न्यू इंडिया का मैंने आपको डिफाइन कर दिया क्या चीज है न्यू इंडिया. इस न्यू इंडिया को डेफिनेशन को समझकर पिछले 2-2.5 साल का परफॉर्मेंस को देखिए, हमारे देश का परफॉर्मेंस. फरवरी 2020 को आप याद कीजिए, आप कहाँ थे. मुझे याद है मैं कहाँ था. मैं था दिल्ली में पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी के मीटिंग में. सडनली एक मैसेज आया, अरे मास्क, स्टार्ट वेयरिंग मास्क, ये कोविड आ गया है. उस फरवरी 2020 के दिन और उसके बाद के महीनों में पूरे देश में इस पैंडेमिक का डिजीज फैल गया. इकोनॉमिक अनसर्टेनिटी, हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस अनसर्टेनिटी, ये क्या चीज़ है, इसका क्योर कैसे होगा, इसका इकोनॉमिक और ट्रेड में क्या इम्पैक्ट होगा, किसी को नहीं पता था. लेकिन एक चीज स्पष्ट था कि पूरे देश के पूरे लोगों को सेम क्राइसिस से डील करना पड़ रहा था। आप अमेरिका हो या चाइना हो या जापान हो या कोरिया हो या डेवलपिंग हो या मोस्ट डेवलप्ड हो या अंडर डेवलपिंग हो, सबको डील करना पड़ा ये कोविड के पैंडेमिक से। 2022 में आइए, आप रिपोर्ट कार्ड लीजिए। हम सब ने ये 2.5 साल का एक प्रॉब्लम डील किया है। आप रिपोर्ट कार्ड लीजिए, जाइए यूएस में, इकोनॉमी इन 3 quarters of recession, inflation at a historical high. Even today in the US, COVID vaccines have not been given to the entire population. और उनका इकोनॉमी इज इन अ मेस, सोसाइटी इज इन अ मेस। ये है यूएस। चलिए अपना सो कॉल्ड सुपर पावर, जो अपने आप को सुपर पावर मानते हैं, चाइना, उधर चलते हैं। उनका चल रहा है आज भी लॉकडाउन, 6ठा लॉकडाउन। वहां पे चल रहा है उनका इकोनॉमिक 3-4 quarters ऑफ डिक्लाइंस। पूरा का पूरा दुनिया जो डिपेंड करते थे चाइना के मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पर, दे आर डाइवर्सिफाइंग आउट ऑफ चाइना। ये रहा चाइना। चलिए हमारे एक्स कॉलोनियल मास्टर्स ब्रिटेन के पास, उनके चल रहे हैं 20% इन्फ्लेशन। उनका पाउंड का वैल्यू 3 दिन पहले इट हैज बिकम लेस देन वेस्ट पेपर। And the economy is in a mess. They are politically they are in a mess. अब आइए हमारे देश में, भारत में, सबसे फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग मेजर इकोनॉमी इन द वर्ल्ड, हाईएस्ट FDI of any country in the world, the fastest growing startup and innovation ecosystem in the world. मैकिन्जी के MD कहते हैं नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये इंडिया का दशक नहीं है, इंडिया का सेंचुरी है। नोबेल प्राइज इकोनॉमिस्ट माइकल स्पेंस 3 दिन पहले इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स में रिपोर्ट वो लिखते हैं, वो बोलते हैं कि इंडिया इज द परफॉर्मर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। पैट गेल्सिंगर इंटेल के CEO हैं, वो फरवरी में आए, प्राइम मिनिस्टर से मिले, उसके बाद मुझसे मिले। उन्होंने कहा मुझे नहीं लगता कि इंडिया के लिए अगले 10 साल के लिए कोई कंपटीशन है। अगस्त 15, 2021 में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने ये इंडिया टेकेड का एक फ्रेज कॉइन किया। उन्होंने द डेकेड ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, दैट इज द नेक्स्ट 10 years इंडिया विल ड्राइव टेक्नोलॉजी, टेक्नोलॉजी विल ड्राइव द ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी, and India will therefore be in pole position in global growth. और इस पोजीशन में आए कैसे हम, क्योंकि ये न्यू इंडिया का जो मैंने आपको पहले कहा, ये जो रिफॉर्म, स्ट्रक्चरल रिफॉर्म्स जो हुआ है पिछले 8 सालों में, दैट इज ब्रॉट अस टू दिस स्टेज। 4 दिन पहले मैं चेन्नई में था एप्पल के फैक्ट्री के इनॉग्रेशन के लिए। आप सोचिए how far our country has come. 2014 में 90% of all mobile phones used in this country were imported. 90%. And today 97% of all mobile phones used in India are manufactured in India. 2014 में हम एक्सपोर्ट करते थे 0। हम आज एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं 50,000 करोड़ से ज़्यादा मोबाइल फ़ोन। एप्पल के मोबाइल फ़ोन, सैमसंग के मोबाइल फ़ोन हम एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं यूरोप और US को। 10 दिन पहले एप्पल ने उनका iPhone 14 लॉन्च किया, न्यू मॉडल। यहाँ पे काफ़ी लोग खरीदने की उम्मीद में हैं, आई एम श्योर। 10 दिन के बाद उसका iPhone 14 का प्रोडक्शन शुरू हुआ चेन्नई में। तो मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं कि कोविड के बाद देयर हैज बीन अ डीप डिसाइसिव चेंज इन द ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी। 3 things आर प्लेइंग इन आवर फेवर। एक तो रैपिड डिजिटाइजेशन ऑफ ऑल द वर्ल्ड्स इकोनॉमी, तो आप देख रहे हैं टेक्नोलॉजी सेक्टर में आज के दिन टैलेंट शॉर्टेज हो रहा है। पिछले 12 महीनों में 10 लाख नए जॉब्स क्रिएट हुए हैं टेक्नोलॉजी सेक्टर में अलोन। दूसरा ट्रेंड कि मैन्युफैक्चरिंग जो चाइना में कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड था फॉर 30 years, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स मैन्युफैक्चर, दैट इज इंक्रीजिंगली मूविंग a large part of it out from China, and India is a potential recipient of that. And third, very importantly, in the context of today's discussion as well, India wants to be, and India will be, no longer a consumer of technology जो 30 साल से हम consume करते आ रहे हैं. We will be a producer of technologies of the world. 3 दिन पहले आपने देखा प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 5G लॉन्च किया. जब मैं 1995 में 27 साल पहले I launched my first 2G network, every nut, bolt, radio, switch was imported. कुछ नहीं था देश में, इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता था. और ये 4-5 साल पहले भी इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता था. और आज के इंडिया के 5G नेटवर्क्स में एक तो 5G आई जो स्टैंडर्ड है, इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड इज इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड, नंबर 1. नंबर 2, इन ऑल द नेटवर्क्स डिजाइंड इन इंडिया और मेड इन इंडिया प्रोडक्ट्स हैं हमारे नेटवर्क्स में. तो वी हैव ट्रैवल्ड अ बिग डिस्टेंस, और ये सब बन रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ द ट्रिमेंडस टैलेंट ऑफ यंग इंडियंस. और मैं कह रहा था इन द प्रील्यूड टू दिस मीटिंग, मेरा एक सौभाग्य है, गुड लक है, गुड फॉर्चून है, जो भी कहो आप, कि मुझे ट्रैवल करने को एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलता है. आई गो टू यूनिवर्सिटीज इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, आई गो नॉर्थ ईस्ट, आई गो इन साउथ वेस्ट, गुजरात में आता हूँ. और ये जो चेंज है इन द एटीट्यूड ऑफ आवर यंग स्टूडेंट्स, यंग इंडियंस, इज ट्रेमेंडस. इतना कॉन्फिडेंस अबाउट द फ्यूचर, इतना एम्बिशन. तो दैट इज व्हाट इज गोइंग टू फ्यूल. और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने कहा अगस्त 15, 2022 को कि इंडिया का टेकेड को फ्यूल करेंगे हमारे युवा. He has that much confidence that our $1 trillion digital economy will be built by the energy, the grit and the determination of India's youth. This span जो हमने अभी देखा है पिछले 3 सालों में, कंज्यूमर टेक्नोलॉजीज, इंटरनेट में जो इनोवेशन आया है, इतने सारे इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आए हैं, आने वाले सालों में there will be a huge expansion of opportunities in emerging technologies, artificial intelligence, blockchain, 5G. मैं अगर लिस्ट करने लगूंगा ये 3-4 घंटे का स्पीच बन जाएगा ये. But there is a tremendous explosion and expansion of opportunities. And that is precisely where academic institutions, working with industry, working with public sector units, and working with the state government and the central government, have to evolve a new model in ensuring that these startups are actually, these young Indians are given tremendous amount of support and opportunity for growing. So I am very glad that I could be here today. मैं आप सबके साथ कुछ बातचीत करने का एक मुझे मौका भी मिल गया है. लेकिन मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली कि राजकोट के स्टेक होल्डर सब मिलकर यूनिवर्सिटी को एक हब बनाकर सरकार के साथ, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट सरकार के साथ एक मॉडल ऑफ पार्टिसिपेशन एंड encouraging the next generation of startups to become successful commercial ventures. I think that that model, the time has come, and I'm glad the RK University and the leadership has taken this initiative. And I can pledge to you कि जो भी मुझसे मेरे से आपको support की मांग होगा, I will be there for you. And my colleagues are there in the Rajya Sabha. रामबाई जी हैं. लेकिन यही फ्यूचर का मॉडल है, यही रास्ते पे चलिए और हम आपको 100% सपोर्ट करते रहेंगे. धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, जय हिंद.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us about the structural reforms of the new India and inspiring us. We are pleased to have the esteemed presence of Shri Arun Mahesh Babu, IAS, Collector and District Magistrate. I would request Shri Danish Patel, sir, to welcome sir. Welcome, sir. I'm sure after the wonderful speech by our esteemed guest, Sri Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji, we are very much enthused and quite inquisitive and would like to have some guidance from our guest. I seek permission from our excellencies to take a few questions. So I request, sure sir, it's there. So in the audience, if you have some queries regarding the startups, entrepreneurship, various schemes of the Government of India, please feel free to have some questions.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. So, sir, you said that now world is looking for an alternative for especially the electronic products. So, we have many young entrepreneurs, and again, IT and electronic as an industry is developing here. So, what kind of challenges you foresee, especially for startup, and what is the government plans to support them, especially electronic and IT based startup? Thank you, sir.
In electronics manufacturing or electronics generally?
Sir, manufacturing, because we want to become an alternative to China. So China is in electronic, it is a
sorry to interrupt, but since we are running. Yes, last question. Thank you, sir. I suppose we have taken quite a few questions, and everybody is quite satisfied with the answers and look forward to many of the implications further with the schemes that sir has explained to us. Uh, Now I would like to request our guest, Honorable Shri Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji, to we have a book by a young student, that is the Yatra, a book published by the ABVP student, and would like to celebrating the 75 years, so would like to open that book. Harshal Trivedi from ABVP, if you can come up on stage. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I would now like to request Dr. T.R. Desai, Provost, RK University, to take the dais and share our gratitude to the excellencies and delegates present here today.
Good evening, everyone. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. On behalf of RK University, I'd like to express a deep sense of gratitude to our chief guest, Honorable Sri Rajiv Chandrasekharji, Union Minister of State for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Electronics and Information Technology of India. I also take this opportunity to thank all our esteemed guests, including Sri Rambai Mokaria, Member of Parliament, Sri Govindbhai Patel, Member of Gujarat Legislative Assembly, Sri Arun Mahesh Babu, IAS, Collector, Rajkot, Sri Varun Kumar Baranwal, IAS, Managing Director, PGVCL, Sri Hiranmay Mahanta, CEO, iHub, Government of Gujarat. Further, I would like to thank the flag bearers of Rajkot Information Technology Association, Machine Tools Manufacturers Association Rajkot, Rajkot Management Association, the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, Rajkot Chapter, and the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Rajkot Chapter, for remaining present here and signing a meaningful MOU. We are thankful to all the members from the Associate of Events, including K.S. Patel Center for Entrepreneurship, RK University, Digital India, Skill India, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, Education Department, Government of Gujarat, iHub, a Gujarat Government Enterprise, and Startup India to successfully complete the event New India for Young India, Decade of Opportunities. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated students committee and volunteers. I cannot thank everyone enough for the involvement they have shown and the willingness they have expressed to take on the completion of the task beyond their comfort zones. A wide round of applause and thanks to all the participants who made the event a memorable one. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. We would like to share our token of gratitude. I would request Sri Danish Patel, sir, to fill space. Sri Rajiv Chandrasekharji. I'd like to request on stage Bhagwanji Bhai to share a token of momentum to Sri Rambhai Mokaria. Trustee Bhagwanji Bhai is the trustee of the SHTC Trust, RK University. I'd like to request Dr. Amit Latigra, Dean, Faculty of Technology, to confer our gratitude to Sri Govindbhai Patel. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to request Dr. Ashish Tanna, Dean, FDSR, to share a token of gratitude to Sri Arun Mahesh Babu, IAS, Collector and District Magistrate. Thank you, sir. I would like to call upon Dr. Vishal Doshi, Head Industry Institute Interaction Cell, to confer a gratitude to Sri Hiranmay Mahanta. Thank you, sir. I would like to call upon stage Dr. Dushyant Joshi, Coordinator of the K.S. Patel Center for Entrepreneurship, to share a token to Sri Varun Kumar Baranwal, ISA. Thank you everyone. I would now like to request everybody present here to stand up for the national anthem. Hello. For the media fraternity, we will have a short session at the Piaget. Please join us there for an interaction with our chief guests. And to everybody, I would like to warmly welcome you to join us for dinner. And our volunteers would guide you. Thank you.